I closed my laptop halfway, the city glowing beneath the glass walls of my 52nd floor office. For 4 years, my family had believed I was barely surviving, no career, no direction, no future. I had never corrected them. They didn't know the truth. Nora Hale, unemployed daughter, according to them, was the founder and managing director of Vault Partners, an investment firm finalizing a multi-billion-dollar acquisition before sunset. My fingers hovered over the chat, ready to type another gentle excuse, when my desk phone rang. Ms. Hale, my assistant said, calm but excited, the executive board is assembled. They're waiting to announce the Orion Holdings merger. I glanced at the clock. 4:55 p.m. 2 hours before my family planned to fix my life. Tell them I'm on my way, I said, standing. Then paused. Actually, patch this call to my mobile. As I walked toward the boardroom, my phone buzzed. I answered and switched to speaker, then opened the family chat. Go ahead, I said. The board has approved the Orion Holdings acquisition, my assistant announced. The $3.1 billion deal is finalized. Press briefing is scheduled for tomorrow morning. In the family chat, typing bubbles appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Evan, what deal? Mom, Nora, are you at some office again? Lily, you don't have to pretend with us. My heart thudded, not from fear, but from release. I typed, me, you're right. Let's talk about my work, right now. I lifted the phone slightly. Please confirm my designation for the record, I said. As recorded, she replied smoothly, Nora Hale, founder and managing director of Vault Partners. Assets under management, $5.2 billion. Silence. Then my phone rang. Mom calling. I answered. Hi, Mom. Her voice shook. Nora, did someone just say you run a company? In the background, I heard my father's sharp inhale, and Evan muttering, that's impossible. It's real, I said quietly. Put us on speaker, Dad said. Now. I did. Nora, he said, trying to sound firm, are you working, or imagining all this? I've been working, I replied. Building something of my own. Evan scoffed. Then why the studio apartment? Why that old car? Because I chose to invest in the company instead of appearances, I said. I kept my life simple. Mom's voice cracked. We thought you were struggling. You never asked what I was doing, I said gently. You just assumed I was failing. A long pause. Then Evan spoke, quieter. I asked my manager about entry-level roles for you. I really thought you needed saving. That hurt more than their doubt. What's your company's revenue? I asked him softly. About $10 million a year. We made $18 million last quarter, I said. No one spoke. Finally, Dad cleared his throat. So, you're okay. I've always been okay, I said. I was just invisible. I reached the boardroom doors. My assistant waited, folder in hand. They're ready, she whispered. I typed one last message into the family chat. Me, I have a meeting now. Dinner Sunday. No advice. Just questions. I'll explain everything. Then I walked in. 12 executives looked up as I took my seat at the head of the table. Good afternoon, I said calmly. Orion Holdings is ours. The room shifted. Screens lit up. Questions flew. I answered every one, confident, precise, earned. Afterward, my assistant handed me a thin folder. For your family, she smiled. A simplified version. I laughed. You even translated finance. There's a glossary, she said. And a page titled What Nora Actually Does. Sunday night, my parents' house smelled like home and forgiveness. Evan hugged me too tightly. I'm proud of you, he said, eyes wet. At the table, I opened the folder. They listened, not to correct me, not to rescue me, but to understand. When Mom asked, were you lonely? I didn't lie. Sometimes, I said. But I'm not anymore. She reached across the table, not to guide me, but to hold my hand. And for the first time in years, I didn't feel the need to shrink.